There we go. Good evening, good evening, good evening, family. Welcome to the broadcast tonight. Glad to have you on. Good evening. Glad you're joining us tonight. Good evening, everyone. What's up, Rumblers? How you doing, my brother? Sister Maria, God bless you. How are you? Y'all come on in. We got a wonderful, wonderful broadcast for you tonight. And it's going to be a blessing. It's going to be a blessing. Talia, hey, how you doing? It is going to be a blessing, so you don't want to miss it. Please stay tuned. Get you some pen and a piece of paper. We're gonna um, we're gonna be sharing some good stuff on tonight. I have a special guest with me, and while we are waiting for everybody to join in, would you do me a favor and go ahead and share? Hit the share button really, really fast. Hit your share button. Just go down there and hit share so that we can open it up a little bit because some of your friends and your people on your timelines and your followers need to be a part of this tonight. So go ahead, if you will, and share the broadcast for me. All right, all right. And I would gladly, graciously appreciate that. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Thank you, Talia, for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Good evening, and welcome. Welcome. How's everybody doing? If I haven't shouted you out, it's probably because I can't see your name. So just go ahead over there in the comments and drop your name over in the comments so Pastor can shout you out. I wanna make sure that that we make mention of you. Okay. All right. So this is wired up, working out Wednesday tonight, and I have a very special guest that's going to be joining us in just a few minutes, and so I want you um, to hear her out, hear her story. She is one of my classmates from way back in the day in high school, and she's doing phenomenal things, and has a wonderful story that she's going to share with us tonight. And it's for all of those that may have been contemplating starting something. You might have stopped it. It's for those that are contemplating going into business. Maybe you want to lose a few pounds. She's has become an expert in some of these fields, in the field of business. Has a beautiful family and all of those good things, and so she's so graciously agreed to come in on tonight and share all of her experiences with us. And so I'm going to bring my guest on, and I want you, just like she's right here with us, I want you to just right where you are, just give her a big hand clap as I get ready to bring her on. All right, here she is, my guest tonight, none other than Mrs. Shanice Bassett Jackson. All right. Welcome, Shanice.
Hello. Listen, sometimes you got to give yourself a hand clap and a pat on the back. you know,
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. You could have been doing anything else in the world, but you so graciously um, um, decided to accept it, our invite to come on to the show tonight. And so I appreciate it. You already blessing us with your big, beautiful, radiant smile. And so what I want to do tonight is we're going to get started. Hey, Sean, I see you. We're going to get started. I just want you to kind of give us a little bit of your background, and then I'm gonna start digging in and asking you some questions. But just give me just a little brief, a little bit of your background, if you will.
Okay, well, first, let me say I am very happy and pleased to be here, and thank you for the invite. So I get to share my story and testimony. But I am Sanice Bassett Jackson. I am a mother of 5 kids, a wife, a sister, and a daughter. I for years did hair. I've been licensed. I've been a licensed cosmetologist since 1996, and I had a business, and it was named Definitions of You Salon, and that's how I came up with my apparel business. Do You Fit? And Definitions of You was just, hey, there are many definitions of us. You just can't define us by one definition. Like I said, I'm a mom, I'm a nurturer, I'm a lover, I'm a motivator. You know what I'm saying? I'm a businesswoman, I'm intelligent, I'm a team worker, I'm an on time person. So there are so many definitions of us that they just make us up. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for me.
Good, good. Absolutely. We love it. We love it. And as we go along, and if you have, we're going to give you some time at the end to ask Denise some questions. So make sure you jot down what you want to ask and put it in the comments so we can ask her some questions towards the end. All right. All right. So you're a mother, you are a wife, sister, um, businesswoman, all of that good stuff.
Yes.
Talia says, "Come on now and brag on yourself." She said, "Come on, that's my daughter." She said, "Come on and brag on yourself." Uh, she's with you. So you're all of that, and a couple of bags of chips, if you will, and with that comes a great responsibility. With that comes a great responsibility. Now, on last week, we were talking about finding your why. What is your why? Why do people do what they do? And you said that you previously owned a hair salon,
Yes.
but and you done that for 20 plus years.
Yes, 20 plus years. And I love doing hair, but like right now I have this love hate relationship. Like I love it. I love to see it. And when I see styles, I'm like, oh, okay, that's cute. I can see how they did that. Or that style looks great on you. I like styling. But what I liked about doing hair is the intimacy that you
Okay.
get, between the stylist and your customer. You talk to one another, you tell each other, your issues if you have some, you have time to uplift them, you give them your experience so maybe they can get through a situation. So I kind of like the intimacy and where I could motivate, uplift. It was more like a spiritual thing. And then I set my own schedule, right? And then
Right.
seeing the gratification when the women get out the chair and love their hair, that's a plus, you know?
Okay. So it was more like ministry first, and then the money was just a side
Yeah.
benefit. Yeah,
Yeah,
but you
yeah, yeah.
definitely
And the money was really good
right, right,
doing,
right, right, right.
know? Yeah, I was able to do a lot. I worked for Outre, Sensational Hair Company. I was a ambassador for both of the companies, and I was able to travel around the U.S. to all different cities at hair shows, be on stage. I met a lot of people. I was able to go to Africa, Paris. I was on Great Day Houston. Was on a reality show. So I really reached a level of success with hair. That's because I love it and I was very passionate about
That's awesome. That is awesome. Now we're gonna make a little turn here because you just explained something that was, I think, significant to our conversation tonight.
it. Uh-huh.
All of the success that you had, with all of the people that you were able to be a blessing to, and they was able to be a blessing to you as well. th- Something changed to where you changed paths, or you changed career, or you changed business. So tell me about that. Tell me about the
Okay.
change.
So when you say that, I was like, this is so weird because at Eisenhower, people used to ask me, Denise, you gonna be a cosmetologist? And I was like, no, I don't want to be standing up doing hair the rest of my life, right?
Hmm.
not really knowing. End up saying, okay, I'm gonna go to PV, I'm gonna be a nurse, and okay, that didn't work out. So I had to fall back on my talent, right?
Hmm.
Went to school. Ended up, I met this guy. His name was Derek, and at Prairie View, and his family. When I went there for the summer, just how things line up, right? Went there
Hmm.
for the summer. Their salon, his family had a salon called Unity One. It was a beauty supply. They had like 5 locations, all these beauty supplies, and then they used to have this really big trade show right in New Orleans. And when I say all the kids was making money and
Hmm.
they were on stage doing hair, I was like, oh my God, this is so exciting. Sanice, you don't just have to be behind the chair doing hair. It's other things that you can do. So once I became more educated, I was really excited. And working with them, now they didn't just allow me to get on stage because I was a daughter-in-law and my granddaughter is, my daughter's their granddaughter, but I was really talented at what I did, and they gave me my first chance to become a platform artist, right?
Hmm.
So I was able to do that, and that's how I was working and got discovered, and then went for the reality show. Well, I met my second husband, had a baby, and then had postpartum depression. And
Okay.
it seems like when the postpartum depression came on, I had carpal tunnel, and then after I had my baby, I just didn't want to do it. I just like, I don't want to do this anymore. It was so weird. I end up retiring because of the postpartum depression and because I had carpal tunnel. I really couldn't do it because majority of my clients was sew-ins, hair extensions. That was my
Hmm.
specialty. So it kind of, ate my risk up to where I really couldn't do it. So I took off and I started realizing after the baby, the postpartum depression, that I even got into a deeper depression because I've been doing hair for so long. I
Oh.
loved it and it came natural for me, but it was like a breakup. It's like I had to go through a grieving process. I'm like,
Hmm.
oh my God, what is this? And it's so strange because after I had my kid, they was like, well, have you been experiencing postpartum depression? And at the time, Black people, we wasn't going to see no
Hmm.
therapist. And I was able to deal with it, reading my Bible, meditating, and just
Hmm.
knowing and having faith that God is going to bring me through. Now, I'm not, if you're on here, you going through that, please go and speak with somebody because back then it wasn't really normalized, especially with Black people. But now everybody's talking about mental health. So if you're ever just going through something, please talk to somebody, right? The person that I was able to talk to was my husband. He's a great partner, a great listener. He was able to help me work through it, right?
Hmm.
Then after a while, things had changed because my husband had gotten sick and his workload had decreased a little because of his illness. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go back and do hair, but it was not like how it was in the beginning,
Right.
because I had
Hmm.
my wrist, I had wrist issues. By then, I had hurt my back. I had 4 herniated discs in my back. I couldn't walk. I had to do that whole process over and walk again, go to chiropractor. So when I went back, it just wasn't the same. I couldn't do the amount of people that I needed to do because of my back and then my hands. So my load just decreased. And I was like, okay, Sneeze, what are you doing?
What are you
And
doing?
I didn't like it anymore. It's so weird. But you
Okay.
got to be careful what you say out your mouth because remember I said I don't want to be doing hair for the rest of my life behind a chair.
That's what you
That's who
said.
I am.
That's what you said.
That's what I
Okay.
see.
So this is good. So for y'all that's tuned in tonight, this is some really good stuff because we can go all over the place with this, but we're gonna try to keep it confined. All right. Um, so she said she stopped doing hair. She went through some postpartum depression. It was like a breakup. She told me it's like a breakup. You know how breaking up with a somebody you've been with for a long time. It's not easy. It's not
Right.
easy. And so God brought her through it. And so now, after she came through all of that and got the help she needed, and I don't want to downplay the fact that she said to get some help. You cannot do it by yourself. You cannot do it alone. Get some help,
Right.
if, especially if you don't know what's going on with you. Get some help. So I'm glad you shared that with us. So now, Sanice, after you got the help, after you told God you didn't want to be standing on your feet doing hair, so now He has to orchestrate some something that's going to happen in your life that's going to make what you said
Right.
come to pass.
Right. Right.
All right, so
Right.
tell us about that. What is it that He did?
So, whew, Lord, he's so good. So, during the depression time, I was like, okay, sneeze. I went back to work. Husband took ill, and it was just a lot of things that were coming. I was like, oh my God. I was always an athlete. I was athlete in school, tomboy growing up. So I was like, I need to start back working out. But before I started working out, remember I told you during the depression, I was reading my word and meditating, right?
Mhm,
And one day
mhm,
I was meditating, and something came to my head. I was like, okay, you're meditating, you're getting your mind right and getting connected. What about your body?
oh,
So I was like, okay, well, mind, body, and spirit, I want to have that all to, have that kind of lined up. So I reached out to this trainer, Blair, and he started training me. And we started working out. And then, say for instance, he had me squat. And I was like, oh my God, okay, I'm going to do these squats. And I used to be saying, okay, what if I got a t-shirt and say squat down to get your eagle on, girl? Just
mhm,
stuff to motivate women. So I was like, well, I'm going to create a t-shirt line. So
mhm,
I had a t-shirt line saying things like that. Body under construction, no trespassers allowed, because this is my time when I'm focused on myself, because as women, we're helping our kids, we're helping the household, we're helping our husband, and we end up putting ourselves last on top of our jobs and friends and all that, right?
yeah,
So I was
right.
like, okay, I need to really start being a little bit selfish and start working on me. Because if I work on me, then I'll be a better person for my husband, my kids, my mother, you know?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So I
yeah.
started working out, doing the t shirts, and oh my God, my very first post, I was so petrified. I was doing this workout program with Brittany Babe, and I was like, okay. I told my husband, I say, I think I'm gonna post a video on Facebook. And he's like, what? I was like, yeah, I'm gonna post it. They're gonna be my accountability partners, but they don't know it, right? Oh my
Mhm,
God, I was so scared. But I posted the video. And then it was good. They was like, oh, that's good, Denise. Good job. I say the next day, I was like, I'm gonna post another one, because I got good job. And I was like, that is really good. Like, people are really receptive to what I'm putting out. And then people start saying, good job, Denise. Thank you for the motivation. And my response will always be, thank you for the
mhm,
motivation and support. I never told them that they were my accountability partners, but this helped me to not be afraid. Sometimes you just got to step out there. You know what I
mhm,
mean? And
mhm.
it's kind of scary putting yourself out there on Facebook like this. This is very intimate. It's
Yes,
scary because it's millions to see. Now, I
yes.
love to be intimate when I'm in the chair, I'm doing hair with a person, a one on one in person. But yeah,
So doing something different can be a little bit intimidating, but do it do it scared.
yeah, you
Do it
have to do it scared. Because, and listen, sometimes fear can stifle you, and you'll just
Mhm,
say, "Hey, I'm not gonna act," because you're really scared. You're scared of the outcome. You may be scared of what people say, but sometimes you just have to say what the and just
and go on.
and just
Yeah,
do it. You
right,
know.
right.
And then I just did it, and I was getting this feedback, and I was losing weight because I want people to know it's not easy. And for me, posting, my workouts, I had a lot of companies that come to me, had to lose weight. And I really thought about it, but I was like, hey, if I'm going to take this serious as a professional, I need to know the proper diet, the proper form, and the workouts, so I'm able to properly educate and coach the people, that want to lose weight. I want to do it slow and for sure, so it won't come back really fast. I don't want to lose it fast.
There you go. So it's a process. It's a whole process.
It's a whole process.
So you just originally kind of started doing something to relieve your stress.
Right.
You start moving around. You knew that this wasn't your end. You knew this wasn't
Right.
your end. So you had to do something to kind of relieve the stress, kind of get yourself going. And during that process, turned on Facebook and posted a video. see how fate works. Just post the video. I'm just put it up there. And you kind of probably did like, I'm gonna put it up there and then just see what I get back, and then to your surprise, it's people on there that's been waiting on you the whole time.
It's so, listen, you see on social media how people can be such negative Nancy's and have ugly comments. I did not get that at all. Right. And I was like, oh my God, look at God. But listen, I just seen Rumblers and Chris just hit a response. Now, granted, before I actually did my post, I used to look at Chris One House Power out there working with the ladies and posting it. I was like, dog, that's some good stuff. And then he was doing free workouts. Him and Romulus used to walk and post their stuff. And they'd be like, Denise, you keep me motivated. I'm like, man, y'all help me post my stuff and just put it out there, So I've gotten motivation from other people, and that's what I want, to be the same for somebody else, to motivate them, to just say, hey, listen, you don't have to post it on Facebook, but even if you just take a snapshot of a picture, or even if you just do it and take your before and after pictures of yourself, you just, when I was young, or when we were young, we were living to enjoy life, right?
There you go.
Now, since we're older, we want to enjoy to live life. So now it's like our mentality, for me, it has to change, because I want to literally, when you hear older people say, when they get up age, I want to be here for my grandkids. I want to be here for my grandkids, for my husband. I'm also working out so I can donate a kidney to a loved one. I'm not a match, but I'm going to do the share program. And in the process, I'm giving life to someone, and I'm going to be able to live life and enjoy it to the fullest.
Awesome. This is so good. So much. It's so much information packed into this that we could do this all night. Chris left a comment. He said 1 horsepower is still alive.
And well, yes, it is.
What's up, Coach C? And Rumblers, of course, we have kind of recently hooked all back up and kind of encourage each other in what we all doing. And so it's a beautiful thing 30 something years later to be able to just be positive and inspiring to one another, especially in the culture that we live in.
Yeah, because you get canceled quick.
So we got Sean on here. Sean was on last week with us, sharing her business and her company. Thank you for the candle, Sean.
Yes,
we had to get everybody on at the same time, and so she was on being. So everybody's just in a positive place in life right now. You go through so much stuff until you just get to a point that I just want to be positive, and so your accountability is much stronger, and your patience is much shorter. And so you know how to identify when it's time for you to cut something loose.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
We I want to segue into this. We're talking about your apparel company. Does everybody see her shirt, her hoodie that she has on? She has a hoodie on, says "Do Fit." It's called "Do Fit."
Yeah. Do you
Tell us
fit?
about "Do You Fit." I'm
So,
sorry.
do
Please
you
correct me.
fit?
Do
It
you
this
fit?
is I made this company because I want to inspire women. And a lot of times, when women start off, they was like, "Well, I'm not that strong. I probably can't do it like you do it." Listen, you start at your own pace. Everybody fit in. Fitness come in many sizes and shapes. I've seen women that are thicker than me. There's this one lady, she does yoga. She's very flexible. So you cannot judge a book by its cover, right? Because
Right.
some people are just working out so they can live longer, they can be healthier. Some people work out because they want to lose weight. Some people work out because they want to be bodybuilders. Some people want to work out because it just simply makes them feel good.
Hmm.
So wherever you are on your journey, you fit with my company, right? So this is for women. I know, like I said before, we're so busy taking care of other people, but for me, working out is like self-care.
Hmm.
So this is for all the women there. You have a place where you can come, you can belong. We start where you're at. If I'm doing 10 burpees and you can only do one with the correct form, we're going to start there and you just build. It's just a place that everybody could come and be comfortable. And we just want to motivate, uplift you, get you to your dreams or your goal, whatever your goal is when it comes to fitness and health.
Good, 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 good. All right. I see 1 horsepower. Give me just a second, Denise.
Mm-hmm.
Um, can you still? You can't see me, can you?
Who? Me?
Can you see me still?
Yeah, I can see you. You
Okay.
can't see me?
I can. I
Okay.
sent you the link, brother. Um, oh, I have another guest that want to join us.
Okay.
Good, 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 good. You did something interesting. You said something interesting. Start where you are.
Right.
You just have to start where you are. Don't try to be. Those people have been doing that forever. Just start where you are.
Listen, I am 47. On my IG page, I have nothing but fitness, fitness, fitness. I have fitness at people all levels, right?
Hmm.
I There are some people that are killing it. I'm like, oh, when I was young, I bet I could do that too, right? I'm not trying to do everything that the younger people can do, or
Hmm.
even someone my age. Listen, I'm doing the things that Denise can do to get her to the level that she's at. If
Right.
I'm with somebody working out and they can do 20 burpees in a minute and I can only do 10, guess what? My body is accepting that and it's going to do the same thing that
Right.
person could do at 20,
There you go.
because I'm going to be working out and then I'm going to make sure my intake of calories is 500 calories less than what I've been eating.
Okay.
So it's a balance. Everything is about a balance.
It's all about balance. It's not
Right.
just. It's not just diet. It's not just exercise, but it's got to be all of it put together.
Yeah. All of it put put together gets you there faster. Now, can you lose weight just eating? Yes, you can. Can you lose weight just working out? Yes, you can, but it's only going to get you so far. You'll do better if you do the both of them together, because at some point you got to change and tweak something.
Okay. Okay. All right. Now the apparel is beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
It's nice. Now tell me how the apparel came about. You remember telling me about the quotes?
Yes. So look, listen, I was doing my post and I was putting the stuff up, and my kids was like, "Mom, you'll do so much better if you start selling apparel because you're working out and these people like, okay, well, you know, you kind of shapely and curvy and people like that and you're motivating people. So start your apparel business and that's how I started because my kids motivated me to do it. And I was
All
just
right.
like, okay, if you believe in me, I'm gonna believe in me too. So yeah, that's how we
Shanice,
started.
I'm about to do something that's off the script right now.
That's
I'm
fine.
finna, I'm finna bring somebody on that want to say they want to encourage you to keep going. All right,
Okay.
here we go.
Who is that?
Coach, are you there? Are you there, Coach?
I don't see him.
I don't see him either.
Oh, wait. I
He
thought he
just
came up
all right. Well, he'll
briefly.
be back. He'll be back. We'll keep talking until he come back. Uh-oh.
Oh, you know what I didn't put on here, Eric? Oh, hey,
Hey, I love y'all. What y'all doing?
Coach Chris.
What's up? See?
I've been running around trying to get my own work truck put together, man. I missed you by 20 minutes, Pastor.
Uh,
It's all right, man. Everything is all right. Denise, hey, what you doing, Denise?
I'm just hanging with
Man,
Eric. Now I'm hanging with you.
man, we on the same. We hanging in the same little old. We hanging in the same concept, man. Trying to get just really trying to get these people acclimated, man, and just really trying to show people, man, it's a better way to live.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
yep.
a
Uh-oh. Yeah, he breaking
better
up.
way to live.
Coach, you breaking up. We might
The
have to
things that
break back in when you're in a better zone.
Right. Yep. But it
hold
is
up
a
real
better
quick.
way.
I'm coming out of these woods. Y'all
Okay.
hold up. Just be patient with me. I'm coming out the woods.
Okay.
Just be patient.
All right.
But
All
listen,
right. Well, that was your surprise.
it is a better way to live, and it can be so simple. I tell the ladies in my group, you know, you can do things like when you go to the grocery store, don't park in the front, park in the back, right? You
Mm-hmm.
park in the back, you can burn
Uh-huh.
at least 10 to 20 calories from parking in the back and walking in the store. When you're walking around
But
the
guess what?
store, you can burn at least 50 to 100 calories, depending on how much shopping you get. You can just do
Guess
simple
what?
little things to adjust to,
Mm-hmm.
start your health and fitness journey.
There you
Guess
go.
what's the what I know?
What you know?
Man, you broke when you was in high school when you ain't had a debit card to swipe all the time for whatever the heck you wanted. We got too much money.
That's a good point.
Well, listen, I'm going to claim that.
Yeah, me
We got
too.
too much money,
Having
man.
too much money, I'm claiming that.
When you have too much money, it creates a sense of false entitlement.
Mm.
Meaning, I can eat me a donut. Ain't nobody. This my business. But when you didn't
Mm.
have that money to go to the stove at your free will to buy those donuts, you didn't do it. You made a better choice.
Yeah, it is about choice.
You feel it's too much money.
You think that's what it is?
And I know
But
that's what it is. It's too much money, man.
money is not
And
going to
look,
ever
it's
stop being
men
here.
nights.
You
It's
just
too
got to learn to
many
pass
nights.
those items up.
It's
Yeah,
too
you
many
got to discipline yourself.
nights. It's too many women's nights. It's too much false sense of entitlement that's gonna lead you away from your disciplines.
Yeah. Listen, let me tell you something. You could have called me Debbie Snack because I love chocolate. You know what I'm saying? My
Exactly.
go-to is I'm an emotional eater, so I will just eat. Now I've changed the way I eat because you can eat 4 to 5 times a day. You just got to change how you eat.
Yeah.
And it doesn't and it can be tasty and wonderful.
The killing part about it is like I try to tell people when I really took it into my life.
Mm-hmm.
And I continue to tell people everybody that I come in contact with, I eat way more now than I did when I was heavier.
Yeah.
It's
It's
no
burning.
it's no secret for me to sit and I can eat two whole chickens, two whole rotisserie chickens in a day, not in one setting, but in a day. I eat way more now than I did when I was just driving tow trucks and just eating chips and cookies and candy and just really basically doing what I want to do. My body demands more.
Right.
Mhm.
Because you need that fuel. You
Exactly.
need fuel in order for your body to work properly. You
And
need to,
everybody that's tuned in right now, not to cut you off, Denise, I want these people that are in this broadcast, that are part of this program, I want everybody to really, really get a good understanding of this point. Breaks are okay.
yes, they
Breaks
are.
Mhm.
are for healing. Your body is not going to grow and respond in the ways that you expect for it to grow when you are actually injured and you don't know.
Yeah.
Got to heal.
Take your
Yeah, your body needs to recover. It's funny because people ask me, Denise, you work out every day? I'm like, no. I work
No.
out Monday through Friday, and my body recovers on the weekend.
There
Now I
you go.
might take a light little brisk walk because I like the fresh air, but your body has to rest and recover in order for it to function right. You just can't go hard all the time and your body not rest.
well, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go hard for 4 or 5 days and then you're gonna take 3 weeks off. Because it's
Mhm.
hurt.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
gonna
Now I recently just took about a 3 week, a month break, and then I went back to my workouts. But during that break, I was just walking. You know what I mean?
and that's what 1 horsepower, that's what we really got started at. Because walking from your desk to the break room is not walking. Walking from the car to your inside of your house is not walking. You know, a lot of people think that they can walk just because they can put one step in front of another. And I understand, and I found that people can't walk when they're asked to actually sustain a walk for 45 minutes, 1 hour,
Mhm.
25 minutes, 30 minutes. It's easy to walk from the car to the stove.
Mhm.
That's easy. That's not putting no challenge towards you. So 1 horsepower started out just really showing people about walking. And then it led into some other things. And man, we really was able to get amazing results all the way up until, the COVID, it took its course on pretty much everything,
Mhm.
but the program was centered around getting you back walking. So when we had people out there that were more advanced in the program than the people were just walking, they was like, well, what do I need? I want to do that. I want to do tabletop push-ups. I want to do my body weighted squats. Well, the first thing that you have to be in tune with is your limits and your limitations. We are older.
Oh Lord.
We all up in that, and we all got to go to work. And I know, Eric, you probably 1099 contracts. Denise, you do what you do on your own. Man, if I tear my neck ligament out of place out here,
Then
I
what?
work. I got to get up and perform, regardless of
Right.
that or the other. So we took it easy. We got you stronger first.
Yeah, you have to get you can't just start off thinking your mind might say, hey,
Mhm.
you can do this, but
Right.
your body is going to tell you different. So you have to start off slow
And
and build your way up.
There
along
you go.
your journey, and I used to tell the ladies in the class this all the time, and I got away from the class. I mean, we've been like almost 9, 10 months, man, since we was really able to really help be in a position to help the people the way that we started out helping the people. But I would always tell people that your goal and your journey is not going to coincide with everybody else's goal and
With
everybody
somebody else.
else's
Yeah.
journey. So you have to be aware of distractions that only pop up at your workout time.
Mhm. There you go.
You kind of get what I'm saying. You got to
Yeah,
be,
yeah, yeah.
you got to be, you have to be conscious of the selfishness that you have to take on this journey. Things are gonna separate when you actually doing better for yourself.
Yeah.
Mhm.
People, you don't got to fall out with nobody. They're gonna get away from you,
And that's okay. That's
and
fine. That's fine. That's
that's
fine.
Yeah.
Because it's your journey. It's your journey.
Right.
Hey, coach,
your journey.
coach.
Buyer beware. Buyer beware. When you begin to focus on you, things are going to change.
Yeah.
There you
But
go.
keep the focus. Stay the course. Keep the focus and stay the course.
Listen, coach, we thank you.
Well,
We
thank you for
appreciate
that.
you. We appreciate you for jumping in here with us, man. I'm gonna have to get you back on. All right, my good brother.
No, look, 1 horsepower. Y'all, look for me for something from StreamYard, man. We're gonna put something together and we're gonna try to. Denise, I would like for you to do it too. Put something together so we can hit these people, man, 3 or 4 nights out the week. They need it. We need it. I need it.
We in. We good. We good.
We
Okay.
there.
We
I'm
Okay.
there.
good.
Okay.
Hey, we'll talk to you later. All right.
All right. Love y'all, man. Y'all
Appreciate you,
I
man.
love you too, Chris.
keep fighting the good fight.
I got my gloves on.
All right, that's all good, brother. Mr. Chris Cashmere, Coach C.
Yeah.
All right, Miss Anise. We are up to our questions and answer part. And so I'm gonna ask the people that are still with us if you
If they
have
have
some
questions.
questions for Miss Bassett Jackson tonight, please ask her what you will, what you might need help with, what you might need some advice on, something that she's done that she can probably help you with. But and while y'all are tallying up what you want to say, I'm gonna hit her with a question real quick. Now, earlier you said that I learned to be a little selfish. That
Yes.
is so important. Now, I just need you to elaborate on that because some people think that that's a bad thing, and it's not.
No, it's listen, it's not at all. It can be bad, but again, there's a up, there's a down, so it's always balanced. But yeah, I need to be selfish because I found myself running, doing this for this person, that person, and sometimes just as a mother, we
Mhm,
kind of lose ourselves, right?
mhm, mhm,
Because we're married, we're taking care of our husband, we got housework, we got our jobs. So we
mhm,
never really take time for it ourselves. I know for me, like I stopped going to the nail shop because I just got so busy, wasn't really going anywhere. When it came to hair, I'm a hairstylist, so I did that myself. Just every blue moon, I would go to the nail shop, stuff like that, just constantly running. And I was just like, okay, Denise, I'm just, I'm spinning my wheels. I'm
mhm,
not taking any time for myself, right? And
mhm.
it was just like, after, all those years, it was like you could feel the weight just piling out.
There you
Not
go.
just the weight, but the weight of the
Mhm,
world, just situations, issues, problems that come up to where you're so blindsided. Sometimes you don't even think about the good stuff that's going on. You just focus on, you know, the negative. And I'm just like, okay, I just have to take time for myself to do things to find out where I am because remember
mhm.
I was transitioning. I wasn't doing hair anymore. And I'm like, what am I gonna do? I don't type 60 words or whatever it is a minute. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah.
not on the computer doing Word and sending emails. You know what I mean? I'm a hairstylist. I work with
Mhm,
my hands. I make people look good. I could get on stage. I could spit. I could do some marketing. Maybe get on stage, but that was kind of fearful for me to take those skills. So I just had to digress and just start taking care of myself and spending time with myself so
Mm-hmm.
I can become attuned to the spirit and to God. So
There
I
you
can
go.
listen and open my ears. And then, everything just started coming to me, meditating, working out. And then this fell in my hands. And it's so weird. I was talking to a classmate, Shantera Doucette. Do you remember Shantera?
Maybe I know people by their face. I
Yeah.
don't-
But yeah, so we were talking. She's like, "Girl, you really be motivating me." I was like, "Really?" I was like, "Thank you, Shannon." I was like, "It's so weird. I never thought that I'll
Never
be
thought.
into fitness." She's like, "I don't know why not." Because when your mom used to ask us to go to the store, you had your license and you could drive, and you could like, "Girl, let's walk." And she's like,
Mm,
"Denise, I don't want to walk. Why are we walking?" And she was like, "You always want to go walking. You always want to go work out." And I was like, "You know what? I never thought about that."
yeah.
But for me, working out, self care, here I am now. And I know for me, I have to have a job that I enjoy,
Mm-hmm.
that I can do on my own time. It's light work, but it's not really work. I know clocking in doesn't work for me. I had this one job. Every morning I got up, I had anxiety. I
Mm,
just, I had anxiety, and I was like, okay, I can't do this. And that was kind of scary for me because I had just went through that stage of uncertainty, depression and
yeah.
stuff. So it was a must to do self care. To answer
Good.
your question,
Good. It's a must. It's a must to be. You have to, because the dangerous part. The dangerous part is a couple things you're gonna learn if you keep going.
right?
The more you give people, the more they're gonna want from you.
Ooh,
Like they don't have a cutoff switch. Like they don't have a boundary. They don't have like the more you keep giving them, the more they're gonna keep taking from you. And if you're not careful, like you have to make yourself unavailable at times. When people are too when you're too approachable or touchable, and you want to be like that at times, but there's got to be some times where you cut it
right.
off. You got to cut it off because you'll end up burning out. I think somebody left a comment talking about being burned out. You'll end up burned out. Now you're not good for them or you. So
Right.
yeah, you have to draw those boundaries.
Yeah. And then
Good,
you
good.
know what's so crazy? As women, it's not like or as a wife, as if they're asking you, they do ask, but we just want to give, nurture, uplift. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm,
that person might not be it, especially when it comes to your family. Not that they asking, but you, as women, we see the need,
mhm.
and we try to take care of that first before anything go wrong. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah. Y'all stay on automatic.
Yes. And we
Uh-huh.
see, okay, no, don't do that because I can see danger, or do this, go about it this. Like we see that. So it's not as if they're just asking all the time. We're just taking action as women.
Mhm.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Right, right, right. Yeah, good. And you said when we first started, you have to find balance. You have to find
You
balance.
have to find balance.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
absolutely.
you'll have all that action and be burnt out.
Be burned out. And then what was
Right?
it good for? And let me tell
Yeah.
you something. Let me tell you something that I learned about people, and this is gonna help everybody. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, you already blessed us for a whole 50 minutes. What I learned about people is that when you pull away,
Yeah.
you go do what you do, they're going to find a way to get it
Anyway.
done. You
Yes.
understand?
So true.
They're going to find a way to get it done. So don't, some people on here, they feel guilty. You might feel guilty. We talking to you, you feel guilty for doing something for yourself. You have to do stuff for yourself first,
Yourself, you do.
and then this is what the Bible says. Since we are on Bible study, I'm gonna give y'all one little scripture.
Go ahead.
Mama says that charity start at home
Yeah.
and then it spreads abroad. So you got to build up yourself first.
Yeah. And home is yourself.
Home is yourself. Good.
Right.
Denise, thank you so much. I'm gonna look in some of these comments, and one of them looked like a miracle. I'm gonna put this. Coach said, "Can you dye me back black before we go home?"
Bro, you better keep all that wisdom on your head now.
Hey man, it's a blessing to get where we are, brother. It's a blessing to get where we are.
For real. That means you've been through some things, came out some things, and you are much stronger.
Much better. You much stronger now. You much better now, man. People need to see that. All right. Okay. Virginia Carlson Barrow.
Hey, Miss Virginia.
Yeah, Miss Virginia. All right. Coach said yes, ma'am, and thank you. Yeah, Coach, just deal with it, Coach. You got this, brother.
And listen, y'all, when you're going through, it's okay. It's crazy. All the things I always say, it comes true. So that's why I really try to be careful what I say. And then if I do say something, I'll be like, okay, cancel that, right? Mm-hmm. But when I was going through and experiencing the postpartum depression, you know what I used to always say, man, when I get out of this, I am going to have a testimony to tell, and it is like, I will get real happy like I am now, and I'll go back through. But I used to tell myself, I will really have a testimony to tell. So in saying that, just know that when you're going through, he's just working on you, preparing you, and making you stronger. Because what you're going through or have went through will be a blessing to somebody else and might help them work through their issue and through the process.
That's good. I used to always hear the older people say that what you everything that you went through is for somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's true. Now I'm gonna take you back. I'm gonna take you back to something you said earlier. And I want you to just elaborate a little more. You said in the beginning, you asked for it. You remember?
Yeah.
Said, I asked for this. And so a lot of times when we asking God for stuff, we don't know what kind of package is going to come in. We don't know how he's going to give it to us or what we're going to have to experience in order to get it. But I tell you what, after you finish dealing with it, you're going to be appreciative of it.
Yeah. You're going to be very, of course. You're going to be very appreciative to come out that dark era, right?
Right.
But what you're going to appreciate so much more is the knowledge and the strength that you gain from it, right? So when another situation come up, you're able to, bob and weave, hey, and look familiar. Yeah. I know what I need to do to get to where I'm going. You know what I'm saying? So it's always a test, and never think like you have arrived, because there are always going to be levels. I always use Oprah as example. Remember, she had her talk show on 11, and then she ended up owning her own network. It was like, everybody was like, well, why you do that when you was making so much money? But it was something that she had to do. And then just think that she did it, and then Sean P. Diddy, it just made more people say, hey, I could do that. You know what I mean? So sometimes we can learn from looking at other people. We don't necessarily have to go through the struggle they go through, but you can just look at a person's life and you can just learn from it, good or bad.
Yeah. Some stuff I just want to look at and learn. Some stuff I don't have to experience.
Right.
All right. I'm gonna get you to close us out with this one. Now this one is off the script, but you just said it. You said it's just something that you have to do. Whether
Yeah.
I fail or not, I do not care. It is just something
Okay.
within me, a burning desire that I just have to put my hands on it before before I leave this earth. Tell me about that. Tell me about that. It's something that I have to do.
Yeah. For me,
Mhm.
that I have to do, I want to uplift and inspire and motivate people. I think that's just uh, my purpose on life. I've always been the type of person, a person will tell me a situation and everybody think it's something very negative. I'm always going to see the bright side of it. And my friends
Mhm.
will always tell me, Denise, you always see the bright side of stuff. I'm like, well, why not?
Yeah.
But I just, I'm a giver. I want to uplift people. I want to find the best in people. And I want to live a legacy on this earth. Now, if it's grandiose, and it depends on what you think is grand, but
Mhm.
my grand might be here. And the level of people that I reach, that's who I reach because everybody has an audience, right?
That's right.
But
That's
I
right.
want to make sure that I instill positive things. I want to, be honest. If I have the answers, I'm able to give them. If I don't, I'll get back with you. And if I don't know, I'll just simply say, hey, I looked it up. I don't know. But I want to be a vessel to where people look at me and I want the light to shine on me to let other folks know that, hey, you can just do whatever you want to do. Whatever you put your mind to in life, you can do that.
You can do it. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Sanice Bassett Jackson. Do one of those claps again.
Give yourself a round of applause. Everybody
Thank
give it up for
you.
yourself,
Give it up for yourself tonight. Thank you,
right?
Sanice, for taking out your time and sharing all of this wisdom and knowledge, and showing us how to overcome when obstacles are thrown at your way, thrown in your way, and they're thrown there for a reason. They're thrown there for a
Right.
reason, and so we appreciate you. I want you to look down on your screen at the bottom, and you'll find Sanice's information. You can go to
Oh, I thought you said
www.dou/fit.com. She's also on Facebook as Sanice Bassett Jackson. You can also hit her up at Instagram at DOU_fit and do you fit
yes,
underscore Sanice. All right, so
yes.
we're going to leave that scrolling for a little while, but before we go, and we have 2 minutes. We have 2 minutes left for one comment. For one comment. So if you're out there and a question, should I say, if you're out there and you have a question, go ahead and ask her, because she is getting ready. We're getting ready to end. So if you have a question, you got less than 2 minutes left to go ahead and chime in while we have this brilliant mind online with us tonight.
Yeah.
um,
So I do want to leave with this last thing. For my business, it says, "Do you fit?" Of course you do. We're all unique individuals that have something to give on this earth. So if you ever feel like you're outcast or feel a little strange, everybody has a place where they belong. You are unique and just embrace your uniqueness. Dare to be you.
Dare to be you.
Or dare to do you.
And we're going to end on that note. Dare to do you. Listen, thank you everybody for joining us tonight. um I want to thank our guest again, Miss Sanice Bassett Jackson, and Mr. Coach C, for joining us while he
Yes,
was
thank
out
you,
on the
coach.
road. Thank you, Coach, for filling in for us tonight, and all of the wonderful people that joined us and commented and was praying and was just doing whatever you was doing to help support the broadcast tonight. We appreciate you, and our prayers are going out to you tonight. All right, so as before we go, I want you to be reminded to stay safe. I know that the statewide mandate has been lifted for the mask, the mask, but you do what you feel is right for you and your family. All right. Stay safe. Continue to give God your all and love your neighbor with all your heart, your mind, and your soul. And you can't go wrong. You can't help but to be blessed. All right. So once again, thank you, Sanice. And
Thank you.
we will be back here Sunday morning at 7:30. No, 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 no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We'll be back here Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time for another edition of our broadcast. So with that being said, good night. We love you. God bless you and take care.
Good night. Thank you for having me, Pastor E.
Thank you. Thank you
And
so much.
Resilient Life Church. Resilient.
Resilient.
Bounce back.